Number 1. The 1990 Chevy 1500 Scottsdale 4x4, offered at $4,500 in Oxford, Pennsylvania. It's got 155,000 miles on the clock and runs a solid 305 V8 paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. This truck has been used the way it was meant to. It shows its age with normal wear and tear, but mechanically, it's dialed in with a clean frame, a strong running engine, and smooth shifting. Recent updates include a brand new alternator, spark plugs, wires, and idle pulley. Everything inside works, even the original cassette radio. Now, let's be real. It's a 35-year-old truck, so you'll find the usual Chevy rocker rust and a few rust spots near the rear wheel wells. It needs cab mounts. They're not rusted, just worn, and it could use an alignment and balance since it starts to shake around 55 miles per hour. Tie rods and control arms have been checked and seem fine. The brake light is on due to a broken emergency brake, but that doesn't affect drivability. If you want something perfect, look elsewhere. But if you want a dependable rig that'll get the job done without drama, this Chevy delivers. The seller is open to offers and is also willing to trade for a center console boat, a skiff, or even another truck. For the price, this is a clean title, 4x4 long bed that's ready to work, haul, or just keep running strong for years to come. Number 2. The 1992 Ford F-150 Flare Side XLT, $12,500, Mauritius, New York. Now here's a super cool, clean classic pickup that really stands out from the crowd. A 1992 Ford F-150 Flare Side XLT, rocking its original factory iris pearl paint. A rare color you don't see every day. Listed at $12,500. This one's powered by a solid 5.0-liter V8 with a 5-speed manual, rear-wheel drive, and just 120,000 miles on the clock. It runs great, drives smooth, and has clearly been taken care of. The seller just gave a fresh inspection and has had a long list of recent work, including a new EGR valve, solenoid, idle air control valve, throttle position sensor, new serpentine belt, new fuel tank, fuel filter, spark plugs, wires, MSD coil, cap, and rotor. Basically, all the important stuff has been gone through. It's also got a core short throw shifter that makes gear changes nice and crisp. Inside, it keeps things classic with a bench seat that's got lumbar support, crank windows, and no AIC from the factory. Just simple and clean, the way older trucks were meant to be. Everything still works, and even the original glass is intact. On the outside, it's got new headlights and taillights, but the originals are included if you want to keep things stock. It also comes with a paint-matched fiberglass bed cover that really ties the look together and makes this flare side pop. The body is straight, the stance is just right, and the vibe is pure early 90s Ford. Old school cool with some modern upgrades. Whether you're after a head-turning cruiser, a dependable weekend ride, or just something different than your typical square body or C10, this F-150's got a lot going for it. Clean title, well-maintained, and ready for someone who'll appreciate how special it is. Trucks like this don't show up often in this kind of shape, and when they do, they don't stick around for long. Number 3. The 1986 Ford F-150 regular cab long bed, $1,500, T. Harris, New Mexico. If you're looking for a budget-friendly classic project truck with solid bones, this 1986 Ford F-150 might be just a right find at only $1,500 or best offer. It's a regular cab, long bed, rear-wheel drive pickup with a 5.0-liter V8 engine paired to an automatic transmission. And while it does run, it's definitely not in perfect shape. The engine runs rough and is blow-by, meaning you'll need a rebuild or replacement before it's road-ready. But here's the upside. The body is clean, the interior is in decent condition, and for a truck nearly 40 years old, it's surprisingly solid with no rust to worry about. There are a few dents here and there, which you'd expect from a truck of this vintage, but nothing major that takes away from its value as a great starting point for restoration or customization. It's got a clean title, so registration won't be a headache, and it's currently sitting as a great candidate for someone looking to dive into a hands-on project. The seller originally picked it up with the intent of using it as a parts truck, but quickly realized it's too complete and too clean to tear apart, which says a lot. This isn't just a beat-up shell. It's a complete F-150 that deserves a second life, whether that's as a restored daily driver, a rest-a-mod project, or even a shop truck with classic character. The long bed gives you all the hauling space you could ask for, and the rear-wheel drive layout keeps things mechanically simple. These 80s Fords have a strong following, and finding one at this price with a decent body and interior already in place is getting harder by the year. Whether you're a weekend wrench turner, a young enthusiast looking for your first project, or someone who wants to build something cool without spending a fortune up front, this 1986 F-150 delivers a solid foundation at a price that leaves room in the budget for upgrades. Number 4. The 1988 Ford F-150 XLT regular cab pickup for $1,900, Paterson, New Jersey. If you're looking for a clean, tough, and reliable classic 4x4 pickup that's ready to hit the road or the work site, this 1988 Ford F-150 XLT regular cab with the 8-foot long bed might be just what you need. Priced at $4,900, this truck has just 91,000 miles on the clock, remarkably low for a workhorse of this era, and it shows all the signs of being well-maintained where it counts. It's equipped with 4-wheel drive, making it ideal for off-road use, snow, hauling, or general all-terrain reliability. The motor and transmission are in good shape, delivering smooth shifts and dependable power, and both fuel tanks have already been replaced, along with the fuel pump, which means you won't need to worry about that anytime soon. On the outside, it's coated in textured paint, giving it a rugged, utility-ready look, not flashy, but practical, with durability in mind. This finish is perfect for someone who uses their truck like a truck. No need to stress over scratches or dents when the job gets messy. The regular cab layout keeps things simple and straight to the point, with room for 2 or 3 up front and that extra long bed in the back, providing maximum hauling capacity. Whether you're throwing tools in the back, hauling lumber, or just want a reliable old-school 4x4 to get you through winter, this F-150 is built for it. You're not just getting a solid drivetrain. You're getting a piece of late 80s Ford truck history with that classic square body style, manual features, and a straightforward build that anyone with a wrench can work on. It's the kind of truck that doesn't try too hard. It just works, and it keeps working. If you want something with real steel, real miles, and a real reputation for dependability, this 1988 Ford F-150 XLT is worth a look. At under $5,000 with a clean 4x4 system and low mileage, it's a no-nonsense pickup that still has plenty of life left to give. Number 5. The 1982 Toyota Tacoma pickup. $8,000, Hayes, Virginia. If you're hunting for a classic Japanese pickup with bulletproof bones and a fresh star under the hood, check out this 1982 Toyota Tacoma, listed at $8,000 and located in Hayes, Virginia. This old-school compact truck has only 112,000 miles on the clock and is powered by a fully rebuilt engine. Not just tuned up, but completely torn down and professionally rebuilt by a local machine shop. The current owner bought it 2 years ago from the original owner's son, after the engine had failed. Since then, it's been brought back to life with care and precision. It's paired with manual transmission, which keeps it true to its roots, simple, analog, and fun to drive. The truck also recently received a new muffler and a freshly installed carburetor, though it still needs a bit of fine-tuning to get it running just right. That's minor stuff, though, and easily handled by someone with a wrench and a weekend. Finished in a classic brown-on-brown combo, both inside and out, this truck delivers that unmistakable early ADS vibe that's getting harder to find. Clean lines, small footprint, and all the charm of a pre-computer era pickup. And here's the kicker. It comes with all the original OEM parts that were replaced, including the original carb, which is great news if you're a purist or want to keep everything period correct. The current owner admits it's been sitting more than it should, and that's exactly why it's up for sale. This isn't a truck meant to collect dust in the driveway. It's a reliable, charming driver that deserves to be enjoyed on a road, at the job site, or just cruising on back roads with the windows down and the gears clicking into place. It has a clean title and is ready to roll into a new chapter with someone who will appreciate its heritage and simplicity. Whether you're a Toyota enthusiast, a vintage truck lover, or just want a dependable, lightweight hauler with real character and mechanical honesty, this 82 Tacoma checks all the right boxes. It's a truck with a story, a fresh heart, and a lot of years left ahead. Number 6. The 1996 Chevy Stepside 2-door pickup, $12,750, Longmont, Colorado. Up next, we got a real head-turner, a 1996 Chevrolet Stepside 2-door pickup, freshly restored and looking sharp, listed at $12,750 or best offer. This isn't your average mid-90s work truck. This one's been fully reimagined from the ground up. It's got a brand new 4.3-liter V6 motor, paired with a rebuilt 5-speed manual transmission that shifts smooth and tight. On top of that, the seller went the extra mile with new brakes, new front suspension, new Bilstein shocks, and new axle seals, so mechanically, you're starting fresh. This isn't a patch job or a backyard fix. It was originally purchased with a seized engine, and the seller made the call to go all in and completely rebuild it, both mechanically and cosmetically, for his grandson. Unfortunately, due to medical reasons, his grandson won't be able to drive it. So now, this freshly built pickup is looking for a new home. The body and frame are rust-free, which is getting harder and harder to find in a truck of this vintage, especially one this clean. It also features a new windshield, new carpet, and brand new seat upholstery, so the interior feels just as fresh as everything under the hood. The step-side design brings back that iconic rounded fender style that Chevy fans love, compact, stylish, and instantly nostalgic. This is the kind of truck that stands out from a crowd. Not because it's flashy, but because it's clean, classic, and built right. Whether you're into vintage GM pickups, want something unique for weekend cruises, or just appreciate the look and feel of a well-cared-for manual transmission truck, this 96 Chevy delivers. This one's ready to roll with no rust, no drama, and no unfinished business. Just a clean title and a solid truck that was rebuilt with purpose and care. If you're in the market for a daily driver with vintage charm and modern reliability, or you want a cruiser that doesn't need a thing, this Chevy Stepside might be the perfect fit. Trucks like this, especially with a story and a fresh drivetrain, don't come around often, and when they do, they usually don't last. Number 7. The 1981 Jeep J10 Base, $16,000, Glassboro, New Jersey. Now here's something you don't see every day. A well-preserved 1981 Jeep J10 Base, a rare and rugged full-size pickup with just 63,000 original miles, listed at $16,000. This isn't just some barn find or tossed-together project. This truck has real history and has been kept alive by careful owners. The original owner drove it until he passed away, and since then, it's had only 2 more caretakers, including the current seller, who's reluctantly parted with it to fund a new car for college. What makes this Jeep really special is the documentation. Every service record and paper has been saved, offering a clear view into its maintenance and upgrades. Under the hood, it's powered by the legendary AMC 258 inline-6, paired with a Tremec T 176 4-speed manual, giving you the kind of rugged simplicity and torque these trucks are known for. The body is straight and the truck's been garage kept, which explains the excellent condition for its age. Back in 2017, the previous owner had it professionally undercoat to protect it from rust, and it shows. The frame and underside look great, and the truck was also treated to new hard lines, fuel lines, hoses, and a new fuel pump, ensuring it's ready for daily use. And that's not just talk. The current owner has actually driven it daily through both summer and winter, noting it's never overheated or stalled. This is a 4x4 built when trucks were trucks. Heavy-duty, dependable, and made to outlast the trends. It's got no sound system, due to the previous owner's poor removal job that tore the headliner, but that's about the only downside here. It needs front brakes, which makes sense after a year of regular driving, but otherwise, this Jeep is mechanically sound and comfortable on the road. Whether you're a Jeep collector, a fan of classic 4X4S, or someone who wants something different than the usual square-body Chevy or F-Series Ford, this J10 delivers classic utility and charm in one clean package. It's got a solid drivetrain, a paper trail, a clean history, and it's been loved, not abused. Trucks like this aren't just rare. They're becoming harder to find in this condition, especially with such low miles and documented care. If you're after a reliable, old-school pickup with serious character, this Jeep J10 is ready to keep rolling for another 40 years. Number 8. The 1976 Ford F-350 Camper Special, $16,500, Austin, Texas. All right, here's a heavy-duty classic with real presence. This is a 1976 Ford F-350 Camper Special, listed for $16,500 in Austin, and it's not just another vintage truck. This one's a head-turner with a unique factory pedigree. The Camper Special was a rare trim level from Ford designed specifically for hauling, wider mirrors, upgraded suspension, and beefed-up cooling, making it a true workhorse straight from the factory. Under the hood, it's running a V8 paired with a column-shifted automatic, commonly known as 3 on the tree, which you just don't see anymore. The current owner has done a ton of work to keep it reliable and road-ready, including new tires, a new alternator, brake cylinder, gas tank, fuel lines, starter, battery, fuel pump, and more. It runs strong, starts up reliably, and according to the seller, it's been a solid performer since moving from dry Arizona to Austin about 6 years ago, and thanks to that dry desert life, there's only light surface rust underneath and none of the serious stuff. On the outside, it's rocking that unmistakable long bed stance with classic two-tone paint and what the seller calls perfect UT fan colors, burnt orange and white, making this a killer tailgater or game day truck. The AIC blows cold with new compressor, but in true Texas fashion, the seller admits it doesn't quite keep up with the brutal heat. So if you're planning to daily through August, you might want to crack a window. Still, the basics are solid. The body is straight, the truck drives great, and it even comes with a full-size spare. It doesn't try to be something it's not. It's honest, functional, and full of character. Sure, it could use a little cosmetic love, but that's part of the charm. This is a truck you can make your own, whether you clean it up for shows or just keep it as a capable hauler that turns heads on every run to the hardware store. Trucks like this don't just show up every day, especially not with a Camper Special badge, dry bones in the Southwest, and a long list of recent mechanical work already done. If you're looking for a heavy-duty Ford with vintage style, rugged reliability, and the kind of vibe that gets nods at stoplights, the 76 F-350 is one to check out, a true instant classic, as the seller puts it, ready to keep rolling strong for years to come. Number 9. The 1985 Ford F-150, listed at $16,000 and located right in Georgetown, Texas. This is a rust-free two-owner truck, and even better, it's been in the same Georgetown family since day one, purchased new 38 years ago, and lovingly maintained ever since. Everything about this F-150 screams original. The paint, interior, engine, and drivetrain are all untouched and in excellent working order. Under the hood, it's powered by the original 302 fuel-injected V8, which runs smooth and strong, backed by an automatic transmission and power steering that make for a relaxed, enjoyable driving experience, whether you're cruising through town or out on the highway. And yes, the AIC blows ice cold thanks to a new compressor, which is a huge plus for those long Texas summers. The truck's got only 132,000 original miles, averaging around 3,300 miles per year. Light duty by any standard, and a big reason it's still running like a dream. Recent updates include new tires, new shocks, and fresh ball joints, making the ride smooth and stable. This F-150 doesn't just look good, it drives great, too. The seller has all the original paperwork, manuals, and documentation, adding another layer of confidence for anyone looking to invest in a clean, classic Ford. With a clear blue Texas title in hand, this truck is ready to hit the road or take a spot in your classic collection. The listing makes it clear. No low ballers. This isn't a fixer-upper or a rust bucket pretending to be something it's not. It's the real deal, a dependable vintage Ford with a straight body, clean lines, and decades of honest history. If you're in the market for a classic truck that you can drive every day or take to local shows without doing a thing, this 1985 F-150 is about as solid as they come. The photos speak for themselves, and if this ad's still up, then yes, it's still available. Number 10, the 1978 Chevy Silverado K20, $5,800, Kernersville, North Carolina. If you're on the hunt for a rare, classic 4x4 workhorse with all the right factory options, this one's going to catch your eye. Introducing the 1978 Chevy Silverado K20, a true 3/4 ton 4x4 long bed that's loaded with original features and old-school charm. Priced at just $5,800. This is a hard-to-find truck, especially in this configuration. Full-time four-wheel drive with an MP203 transfer case, locking front hubs, and powered by a solid 350 V8, paired with the legendary TH400 automatic transmission. That combo alone makes it a beast off-road, or for towing. It also comes equipped with newer dual exhausts with Flowmasters, giving it a deep, throaty rumble that's music to any truck enthusiast's ears. But what really sets this K20 apart is the factory options. It's fully loaded for its time, including factory bucket seats, air conditioning, tilt steering, cruise control, power steering, power brakes, power windows, power door locks, and even dual gas tanks. All features that were ahead of their time in the late 70s and make this truck feel more like a high-spec classic than a stripped-down farm rig. According to the seller, this truck has been parked for about 12 years, which means it needs some love to get road ready again. Likely fuel system cleaning, brakes, and some fresh rubber, but the bones are all there. And when you consider how many of these trucks were worked hard, rusted out, or lost to time, finding one this complete is a rare opportunity. Whether you're looking for a full restoration project, a rugged off-road toy, or a platform for a resto-mod build, the 78 K20 Silverado has the foundation and the features that make it well worth the investment. Trucks like this don't just show up every day, especially ones with such an original option list and such a reasonable price tag. If you got the tools and the vision, this old-school Chevy could be your next great project. Don't sleep on this one. Classic square body 3/4 tons with real history and high-spec features are only getting harder to find. Number 11. The 1982 Chevy C10 long bed, listed at $10,000 and located in sunny Ruskin, Florida. This truck is as honest as they come, equipped with a 350 V8 and an automatic transmission. It runs, drives, and stops great, and best of all, the AC blows ice cold, which is a must-have in Florida heat. This isn't a truck that's been chopped, lifted, slammed, or turned into a showpiece. It's a clean, original survivor that's been driven and maintained with care. The seller notes that it's been a daily driver, meaning it's ready to hit the road right now. No major fixes needed. All the windows work, and according to the owner, everything functions exactly as it should, which is something you can't always say about a 40-year-old pickup. What makes this one stand out is its originality. It's never been lifted or lowered, and it still wears its classic long bed configuration with pride. But if you're looking to personalize it, the seller includes 3-inch lift springs and control arms that haven't been installed yet, giving you some flexibility to customize it to your liking. The body is in nice shape for its age, and the only real rust mentioned is in the door corners, where water had a chance to collect. A common issue on these trucks, but nothing catastrophic. The rest of the Florida-kept body looks clean, and it comes with original paperwork, which is always a bonus for collectors or anyone looking to document their build. Whether you're a classic Chevy fan, need a dependable long bed hauler, or just want an entry-level vintage pickup that doesn't need a complete overhaul, this 1982 C10 is a great blend of reliability and nostalgia. It's simple, functional, and it's just the right amount of patina to make it authentic. Trucks like this, especially in daily driver-ready condition, with working AIC and a clean undercarriage, are getting harder to find, especially under the $15,000 mark. So if you're ready to step into classic truck ownership without stepping into a project pit, this long bed C10 might be just the one. Number 12. The 1992 Dodge W250, $8,450, East Vancouver/Hawkinson. Now here's your chance to grab one of the most sought-after workhorses in the classic diesel truck world. A 1992 Dodge W250 4x4, powered by the legendary 5.9L 12-valve Cummins turbo diesel, with just 120,000 original miles on the clock. If you know your diesels, then you already understand the reputation these first-gen Cummins engines carry: bulletproof reliability, torque for days, and a fan base that stretches coast to coast. This one's being sold as a project truck, but make no mistake, it's a solid foundation with a clean title and tons of potential, whether you're looking to restore it, build a trail beast, or use it as a donor for a Cummins swap. According to the seller, the engine runs great, and the truck moves under its own power, around 10 miles per hour, so it's ready to drive up onto a trail with no issues. It's equipped with an automatic transmission, manual locking hubs, and true Ford WD, giving you classic simplicity with proven off-road capability. The frame is solid, the running gear is intact, and even comes with a heavy-duty front winch, ready for tough jobs or trail recovery. On top of that, you're getting a nice spare rear bumper and an extra tailgate in decent shape, which is a big bonus if you plan on doing a full restoration or just want backup parts on hand. The body isn't perfect. This is a project, after all, but the bones are here, and so is that legendary drivetrain. These trucks were built for hard work, and when properly maintained, the 12-valve Cummins can easily run for 500,000 miles or more. Whether you're a diesel enthusiast, a collector of classic 4X4S, or just someone who's been waiting for the right first-gen Dodge to roll into your life, this is one of those rare finds that's worth a second look. At $8,450, with low miles, a clean title, and that unbeatable 5.9L Cummins under the hood, it's priced right and ready for the next chapter. All it needs is an owner with a little time and vision. Trucks like this are only going up in value, and they don't stay on the market long, especially with mileage this low and a clean title in hand. Number 13. The 1974 Ford F-250 Custom 4x4, $2,500, Grants Pass, Oregon. If you're looking for a rugged vintage truck project that won't break the bank, this 1974 Ford F-250 Custom 4x4, priced at just $2,500, might be your next garage adventure. This truck is pure old-school muscle, built during a time when pickups were simple, tough, and built to last, and this one's got the bones to back it up. Under the hood sits a stout 390 cubic inch V8, one of Ford's most iconic big block engines, known for its torque and long-haul durability. While it's not road-ready just yet, it currently starts with starting fluid, which typically means the fuel system will need some attention. It does run, and that's a strong foundation to build on, whether you're planning to restore it, build it into a trail rig, or simply want a solid winter project. This old F-250 gives you a lot to work with. The 4x4 drivetrain is a huge plus. Paired with a big 390 motor, this truck was built to pull, haul, and crawl. These high-clearance, heavy-duty Ford trucks from the mid-'70s are getting harder to find, especially in original condition and at a price point like this. It's definitely a project truck, so expect to put in some time and labor. But with values rising fast on classic American pickups, especially those with factory 4WD and big blocks, this one could be a smart investment for the right enthusiast. The body and frame condition aren't fully detailed in the ad, but given its age and location in Grants Pass, you might be lucky enough to find something solid underneath that weathered exterior. If you got the tools, the know-how, or just the passion to bring a piece of Ford truck history back to life, the 74 F250 Custom offers that perfect blend of simplicity and raw mechanical potential. Whether you're building it back to original specs, swapping in modern upgrades, or turning it into a backwoods beast, this is your blank canvas. At just $2,500, it's priced right for a true enthusiast. And let's be honest, there's something special about resurrecting a classic that still wants a run, even if it needs a little coaxing. Give this one a look. Projects like these are where legends begin. Number 14, the 1985 Ford F-250 HD long bed, $600, Stoughton, Massachusetts. Now, this one's for the serious wrench turners, parts pickers, or Ford fanatics looking to salvage something valuable. It's a 1985 Ford F-250 heavy-duty long bed, listed at just $600, and while the body may be mostly gone, there's still some serious heart left under the hood. Equipped with massive 460 cubic inch V8, this truck was built with torque in mind, the kind of engine that pulled trailers, campers, and construction equipment like it was nothing. According to the seller, the engine did run recently, but it now lacks a working fuel tank, which means you're not driving it home. This one will need to be towed. Still, for the right buyer, it's a parts gold mine. Whether you're looking for a solid big block motor, drivetrain components, or just a donor for your F-Series restoration, there's a lot of value here for price. The seller is upfront. This truck is mostly rotted out. In New England, rust is always part of the conversation, and in this case, the frame and body likely aren't salvageable for a road-going build. But if your current F-250 or F-350 needs a replacement 460 engine, or you're trying to piece together a vintage big block build without spending thousands at machine shop, this could be your answer. Even if you're just hunting for a donor platform with solid mechanical bones, $600 gets you the power plant, transmission housing, suspension parts, and more, not to mention smaller components like gauges, trim, wiring, and interior pieces, which can be tough to source for this era of truck. This isn't a weekend cruiser or a potential show truck. It's a hardcore parts rig with just enough life in it to give another classic a second chance. Whether you're planning to strip it, swap it, or store it for future use, this 85 F-250 HD is a budget-friendly way to grab some serious Ford hardware. With the legendary 460 V8 at its core and a price tag under $1,000, this one's a smart pickup for the right builder. Just bring a trailer and maybe a vision. Number 15. The 1971 Ford Torino Ranchero Squire, offered at $19,500 and located in Tomball, Texas. This isn't just a vintage utility vehicle. This is a rare blend of performance and practicality that defined an era. Finished in gray paint with that unmistakable long, sweeping bodyline of the early 70s Torino, it's powered by a throaty V8 engine, driving the rear wheels through a smooth automatic transmission, and showing just 85,000 miles on the odometer, a low figure for a 50-plus-year-old classic. With its clean title and straight body, this Ranchero is the kind of car-truck hybrid that turns heads wherever it goes. The Squire package means you're getting more than just a Ranchero. It includes those iconic wood-grain paneling accents and upgraded trim that get a premium, almost station wagon meets muscle car vibe. It's got the grunt of a true American V8 and the utility of a pickup bed, which makes it as functional as it is fun. These classic Rancheros were always a bit of an underdog in the collector world, but that's quickly changing. More and more enthusiasts are starting to recognize just how cool and capable these vehicles really are, especially rare models like this 1971 Torino-based Squire. Whether you're cruising weekend car shows, hauling vintage motorcycles, or just looking on a piece of uniquely American automotive history, this Ranchero is the kind of ride that checks all the boxes. The body appears to be in solid condition, the trim is clean, and it's ready to drive and enjoy, or take it to the next level with a full resto if that's your style. At $19,500, it's priced right for a car this rare, this cool, and this well-kept. The market for Rancheros, especially the Squire editions, is only going up, and clean examples like this don't last long. So if you're ready to stand out with something you won't see at every stoplight, the 71 Ford Torino Ranchero Squire is calling your name.